few years have only missed a game or two because of injuries. The guys, Sasha Vujacic is still off to Pau Gasol. This is a guy who's been an Ironman, a work for
a tiebreaker. And you guys, I know, will break down all the possibilities as this telecast progresses. There are many permutations to talk about as Gasol has given the Lakers an 8-7 lead.
Pau Gasol, one of the most versatile.
But an 8-0 run for Denver. Now the Lakers are 55-22. That's the best record in the West, second in the NBA behind Cleveland. Gasol with the sweeping hook to draw the foul. And as many of you saw here on TNT, the Cavaliers without LeBron James lost to the Bulls earlier tonight. And for the
a dozen deflections. It's because Carmelo Anthony likes to play with the basketball and dribble as Pau Gasol gets the tip in. You got to be strong with the basketball around Ron Artest because of his.
All right, here's Smith again. J.R. Smith had missed his last 10 threes before hitting the two. And Sasha Vujacic with his first bucket. So J.R. Smith. Anderson defending on Gasol. Nice fake. And Gasol able to hit. A series of fakes by Pau Gasol. 12 points. And Ron Artest are up front. Gasol played by Petro. Petro's been in the lineup in the absence of the injured Kenyon Martin. Nice move by Pau Gasol.
Reggie, I'm sure you've been through this situation. When you have such a powerful leader like a Kobe Bryant, who not only does it on the
Von Butler and Brendan Haywood, they're deeper, they have more length to match up with the Lakers. As you see tonight, this Denver team, especially if you get Kenyon Martin back healthy, and
they have put together an 11-3 run. And Ney twisting his way, rejected by Gasol. And Flalo called for steps.
Might have been fouled before the steps. That's what created the trouble, was the contact 10 days ago when they were on that road trip. So you talk about those 500 and sub-500 teams, they're just as dangerous.
Artest with the left hand, able to lay it home. And the Nugget lead is back down to 4.
And you have teams like Golden State who are trying to win it for their coach so he can break the record, right?
Just under 4.5 remaining. Third quarter. Anthony played by Artest. Flalo had hit, shot blocked by Gasol. Shot clock running down. And it's a 24-second violation.
That's what I call a closeout. And this is a closeout from your 7'1", 7'2" center here. Pau Gasol starts from the paint and just extends that wing frame to get the block on Aaron Aflalo right there to force the 24-second violation.
He was in the blue, in the paint. See Shannon Brown in transition, elevates, simply nobody there to challenge him at the front of the rim. Excellent job of getting in the open court by the Lakers.
To be out there and compete and give our very best, and I think that we'll be capable of delivering at the right time. So once we get going and once we feel like that the spotlight, the lights are on, you know, it's going to be a little different. So I think we're believing ourselves, we believe in our chance, and we're going to pursue it as hard as possible.
Reggie, you guys looked at me like you had no idea what I was talking about.
Reggie and I feel very good about ourselves. There's Gasol putting a move on to Ney, who hangs in there, but call for the foul.
Where is the foul? Nene did an excellent job of keeping his hand up now. Did he crowd the body of Pau to pick up the foul? But from a layman's eye right here, that's good defense. Your chest is up. Your arms are straight up. That is an absolute terrible call by the official.
Number 4, top three-point shooter. Earlier tonight, he passed Michael Adams in that department, and he's hit 5 here this evening. Anderson knocked it aside, recovered. Farmar. Anderson got a piece of it. Gasol is right there for the follow.
Pau did a good job of following the guard down the lane. Nobody had a body on him, that he's so long.
Shuffling here tonight. Vujacic for three. And he thought he was hit by Smith. Sasha Vujacic, who has worked his way out of the doghouse.
Feed Gasol, and then what they'll do is right there, they'll run their split series. Once Artest gets it, he'll go through. They'll bring Vujacic around. The man that's going to have to make a decision is that man, J.R. Smith. Do I stay home with Vujacic, or do I go back in the low post area? Once the ball goes in, right here is where the decision is made. Two defenders go back to Pau Gasol. Vujacic now slides over to the open spot. It's a matter of Pau making the decision what the right time is. Vujacic answers by hitting 5.
Out of 2, Artest with a long three-point attempt. Kept alive by Gasol. Vujacic way off on that 3. And Courtney Kirkland, the official, Sasha Vujacic. Gasol spinning on Anderson. Yes, and the foul. Chris Anderson called on the personal.
Pau Gasol is such an easy scorer. He's got such a variety of shots. He can shoot the jump shot, whether it's facing up, a little spin move like we just saw. He can hook shot with either hand, gets on the offensive boards. Now watch this. Fakes the handoff, puts it down, fake one way, spin back, a little bit of a fade by a long 7-footer. That's tough to block right there. He's a terrific scorer.
Gasol with the fadeaway.
Soft touch for a big ball. Big give and go, turn into the lane. Body on Carmelo.
Fisher able to keep it alive. Here's Fisher. Things are getting very tough at both ends.
Oh, boy, you better be man going in there right now. There's a lot of contact going on.
There's Anthony for 3. The game is tied at 92. Lakers call for time.
And it's been a chess match, and Adrian Dantley moved his team first by bringing in Carmelo Anthony. 7 quick points.
At this point of the fourth quarter, Denver without a turnover and without a free throw. And he will head to the line.
Nobody had Pau Gasol's back covered. He went out to show on the pick and roll. The weak side never came over to plug in the lane area. The roll to the basket, Pau just basically grabbed him to stop the layup.
Gasol facing up on Nene. Nene knocked it away. What a play by Nene, and Denver takes possession. Just under a minute to go in the fourth. Artest switched off to Phillips. Anthony now played by Odom. Shot clock to 7. Anthony is fouled by Odom.
And what happens when you move Carmelo Anthony to that power forward? Well, here's my thinking. If it's off Chauncey Billups, the ball would have went the other way. The ball came towards us, so I'm assuming that Jared Fisher hit the ball last. Now, if Chauncey was to hit the ball, it would have went the other way. The ball came towards us, which leads me to believe Jared Fisher may have hit the ball second. But as the official, Dan Crawford's going to go to the replay to see who touched the ball last. This is one of the new rules this season, which I love, is the officials have a chance to go. You see somewhat of a lazy pass there by Shannon Brown.
You know, it's tough to see even on the replay.
It really is.
But Phillips' hand could have come up underneath the ball to knock it that way, Reggie.
12 seconds to play in the fourth. This would normally be Kobe time. Down to 5, down to 4, down to 3, down to 2. Fisher blocked by Carmelo Anthony, and the Nuggets pull it out. Derek Fisher, who has hit his share of game winners and clutch shots during the course of his career, could not get that one off.
Well, that makes you go back and look at it and say, should the team have taken a timeout, advanced the ball, and at least got into a set play they knew they were running? Basically, they went away from a guy who's got 26 points for him, Pau Gasol. Fisher tried to shoot it over the top of a much taller defender, Carmelo Anthony, a most difficult shot.
All right, here's another look as Anthony contests. and fortunate not to make contact. Would have been 3 free throws for Derek Fisher. Laker players not happy with that last possession, obviously. And the